Kristian Daniel Jr. We're heading over to NeuroVision. Excited?
Yeah.
You nervous at all? Yeah? We're here in Santa Monica. Our buddy Dylan Code told us to come check this out. So we're taking his advice and seeing what this is all about. We got Ash here.
What's
Ash
up?
Thing. What's going on, dude? Cool.
How's it going, man?
Good. All right.
I'm excited to work with this young man.
Yeah, same, dude. Same.
Yeah, so we've seen all kinds of athletes from everywhere you can imagine, actually. So all we're doing here is we're going to test today. We're going to see Kristian's information processing, how he tracks moving objects, how his eyes and his brain work together. And then after we figure that out, we're going to do some cool tests on our screen up here. And this is where most of his training is going to be on that, but I got to figure out what works best for his brain. It's sort of like a baseline measurement.
Got it. What are your questions, dude, or thoughts?
That this is gonna be cool.
Did you notice anything in the front or the back? Did you notice any of the riders leaning to the left or to the right?
In the front of the pack, they were starting to put their legs down. At the back of the pack, they were still tucked in.
All right. Okay, so we're going to do that again.
Take the average of each one of these little dots here is when his eyes stops, and the lines in between are going to be from where his eyes moves from one dot to the next. So for however long, the longer he stays in one area, like here, to take in information, is how fast his actual information processing is. We average all those dots out and we come up with this number right here. 225 milliseconds, okay? That's very, very, very fast, Kristian. Very fast. Exceptional, really, it is. And I can tell you, I see many, many professional athletes. I see all types of athletes from everywhere, and they do not process information, not all of them process information this fast. So what you're gonna see with an elite and a professional level athlete is that they're gonna process their duration of fixation is going to be anywhere below 280 milliseconds, okay? You're 225. So it's really, 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 really good. That's fast. That means it takes you less time to process the information that's presented to you on the screen, okay? So that's what you want to see with an elite level athlete. You want to see this kind of processing of information. Also, this number right here, 34, that means your eyes stopped 34 times. Most professional athletes, they stop anywhere from, they move their eyes only to 25 times, and then they take in the information. So while it may take you a lot of eye movement to understand the information, it's much faster than what most people can do. Most people cannot move their eyes as quickly as you can, Kristian, and that's your strength. That's one strength about you that you have over everybody, is that your eye movements are so fast. And I'll tell you why they're so fast and why they're like that. Okay? Really good.
What are your thoughts so far?
That it's kind of hard to keep your eye and to figure out what you're trying to look at and trying to comprehend in the picture in a few seconds. That's the funnest part.
Yeah, it's cool.
The faster the speed, the faster you can process information. Your speed is 0.55. Okay, if you people, when I don't give them any clues on how to do good in this, they start at 0.3 to 0.4. Okay, so you're a little bit above average. Now, really, really fast performing athletes are going to be anywhere between 1.3 and 1.6 when they first start out. But, Kristian, you're a kid and you're trying to figure out what strategy works best for you. Did you figure out a strategy that worked best for you? Okay, what was it?
I counted like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Right when it went blue,
Okay.
I counted those before it even started, so I can like get a mindset on which one they were.
Okay, so you're acquiring is your acquisition. So what you're doing is an acquisition strategy, and I teach that strategy. But it's a very good beginner strategy. I'll teach you a better strategy that will help you out on the next time we do this exercise. So this time, I want to see what your peripheral vision is like, okay? So 1 second, I'll just switch the exercise. 1.0. Be fast.
Six, 5, 4, 8.
Not bad, Kristian. Really good. Fast speed. 0.6.
When I look in the middle, it kind of helps at like some point when it kind of gets close to the middle.
Yeah.
So I can see, and then once it goes out, I can just track, oh, if there's like 3 blues on this side and then 3 oranges on that side, and then it will be easier to set out because...
Kristian, you're a very, very smart young man. Very, very smart young man. Now, the strategy I gave you is a very beginner strategy. But what you did is you said, no, this strategy doesn't work. I'm going to use a different strategy. And what you did, you just jumped to an advanced version of a new strategy already. And you just did that naturally. And that's exactly what I encourage you to do all the time. And even if I give you a strategy, it's to help you. If it's not working, I want you to develop your own strategy. Exactly what you did right there. That's very, very good. It's very rare for someone to come in here their very first time and put a score like 1.24 up on a distributive attention exercise. Okay? So that's really, really impressive. And it wasn't towards the end that you said, this strategy works better for me, I'm going to do this. And then you could see you started getting them all correct at faster and faster speeds, right? This exercise feels a little bit harder at first, doesn't it? Yes, because it's actually a different part of the brain that we're using versus the last 3 exercises, the last 2 exercises. And that's our goal is here at NeuroVision is to get him and him processing at 4.5 and 5.2. If he can do those things, then there's going to be nobody that has a visual advantage over him whatsoever. I mean, ever. I mean, that's what we're doing with our Formula 1 race car drivers. So
yeah, dude.
That's what he's
What do
signed
you think?
up for.
Can you do it?
Yeah. I think I can do 8.0.
You'll be the only one in the world. In the world.